Hello students, today we are going to revise the next topic, refraction of light. What is refraction of light? Change in the direction of light when it passes from one medium to another obliquely is called refraction of light. Here you can see XA is a light ray and this light ray is going from air into glass. So at point A, the direction of this light ray is changed along AB. And this change in the direction of light is known as refraction of light when it goes from one medium to another medium. AB light ray is again going from glass into air. So at point B, direction of this light ray is changed along By. So again refraction of light takes place. What is the cause of refraction? The refraction of light is due to change in the speed of light on going from one medium to another medium. So as light ray changes its medium, its speed is also changed, and it is due to this change in the speed of light that refraction of light takes place. जब लाइट एयर से ग्लास में जाती है तो एयर में मैक्सिमम है स्पीड ऑफ लाइट, और जैसे ही ग्लास में एंटर करती है तो इसकी स्पीड रिड्यूस हो जाती है. तो ये जो स्पीड डिफरेंस है दो अलग अलग मीडियम्स में लाइट का, यही रीजन है रिफ्रैक्शन ऑफ लाइट का, यानी कि इस लाइट के बेंड होने का. ऑप्टिकली रेयर मीडियम एंड ऑप्टिकली डेंसर मीडियम. An optically rarer medium is that medium in which speed of light is more, and optically denser medium is that medium in which speed of light is less. So air is an optically rarer medium and glass is optically denser medium. So when light goes from air into glass, that is from optically rarer medium into optically denser medium, then light ray bends towards normal. यानी जब light ray optically rarer medium से optically denser medium में जाती है तो bend हो जाती है normal की तरफ. And when light ray goes from a denser medium into rarer medium, then light ray bends away from normal. यानी जब denser medium से rarer medium में जाएगी लाइट पास होगी तो लाइट रे नॉर्मल से अवे बेंड होगी. नॉर्मल इज अ परपेंडिकुलर ऑन द इंटरफेस. Next topic is effects of refraction of light. A stick partly immersed in water appears to be bent at water surface. यानी अगर हम किसी पेंसिल को पानी के ग्लास के अंदर सबमर्ज कर दें पार्टली, तो वो हमको जो पेंसिल है वो टेढ़ी नजर आती है. एंड इट इज ड्यू टू द रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ लाइट. एन ऑब्जेक्ट प्लेस्ड अंडर वाटर अपीयर्स टू बी रेज्ड. यानी पानी के अंदर कोई अगर ऑब्जेक्ट रखा हुआ है तो हमको ऊपर उठा हुआ दिखता है. अ पूल ऑफ वाटर अपीयर्स टू बी लेस डीप देन इट एक्चुअली इज. इट इज ऑल्सो ड्यू टू रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ लाइट. यानी जो पूल का जो बेस है वो हमको कम गहरा नजर आता है रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ लाइट की वजह से. नाउ द लॉज ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ लाइट. नाउ दिस लाइट रे इज गोइंग फ्रॉम एयर इनटू ग्लास. So this is the incident ray. O is the point of incidence and OB is refracted ray, and N dash is the normal. So according to first law of refraction, incident ray, normal and refracted ray, they all lie in same plane. Rule number 2, ratio of the sine of angle of incidence. As you know, all the angles are measured with respect to normal. So angle between incident ray and normal is known as angle of incidence, and angle between the normal and refracted ray is known as angle of refraction. So the ratio of sin I by sin R is a constant value, and this constant value is known as refractive index. यानी sin I upon sin R का जो रेशियो है वो हमेशा ही कांस्टेंट वैल्यू हमको देगा, और इस कांस्टेंट वैल्यू को हम कहते हैं रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स, एंड इट इज डिनोटेड बाय स्मॉल n. Refractive index and speed of light. There is another way to write refractive index. So n21 means refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1 is equal to speed of light in medium 1 upon speed of light in medium 2. तो देखिए ये है medium 1, suppose this is medium 1, this is medium 2. So refractive index of this medium with respect to this medium is equal to speed of light in medium 1 upon speed of light in medium 2. Refraction of light by spherical lenses. We have two types of spherical lenses. First is convex lens and second is concave lens. Now convex lens, it is thicker in the middle and thinner at the edges, and a concave lens is thinner in the middle and thicker at the edges. A convex lens is also known as converging lens because it converges the light ray that passes through it at a point, and the concave lens is known as diverging lens because it diverges the light rays that passes through it. Focal length of a convex lens is positive, and for a concave lens, focal length is negative. Now, images formed by convex lens. So when an object is placed between f and lens, then image is formed on the same size as the object. यानी जिस साइड ऑब्जेक्ट है उसी साइड इमेज बनेगी. इमेज इज गोइंग टू बी एनलार्ज, इट इज गोइंग टू बी वर्चुअल एंड डायरेक्ट. तो अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट प्रिंसिपल फोकस और लेंस के बीच में रखा हुआ है तो जो इमेज है वो उसी साइड बनेगी जिस साइड ऑब्जेक्ट रखा हुआ है. एनलार्ज यानी बहुत बड़े साइज की बनेगी इन कंपैरिजन टू ऑब्जेक्ट, और वर्चुअल एंड डायरेक्ट होगी. व्हेन object is at f, then image is formed at infinity. It is going to be highly enlarged, real and inverted. If an object is placed between f and 2f, then image is formed beyond 2f. It is enlarged, it is real and inverted. When an object is kept at 2f, then image is formed at 2f. It has the same size as the object and it is real and inverted. If an object is placed beyond 2f, then image is formed between f and 2f. It is diminished, it is real and inverted. And if an object is kept at infinity, in that case image will be formed at f. It is going to be highly diminished, it is going to be real and inverted. Next is the lens formula. Lens formula gives us relationship between image distance, object distance and focal length of the lens. So 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. This is the lens formula, and this formula is same for concave lens as well as convex lens. Magnification produced by a lens. So magnification is given by height of the image upon height of the object. That is m is equal to h2 by h1, where h2 is the height of the image and h1 is the height of object. There is another formula for the magnification, and that is image distance upon object distance. That is m is equal to v by u. Now these two, on the left side we have m, so we can compare these values. That is v by u is going to be equal to h2 by h1. If m is positive, image is vertical and erect. As you can see, height of the object is always going to be positive because it is always placed perpendicular and upward to the principal axis. And height of the image, if it is positive, means it is also perpendicular and upward to the principal axis. So that means if these two values are positive, then m is going to be positive and image is going to be virtual and erect. तो जब भी वर्चुअल इमेज बनेगी तो इरेक्ट होगी, और इरेक्ट बनेगी तो हाइट ऑफ द इमेज पॉजिटिव होगी. ऑब्जेक्ट की हाइट तो हमेशा ही पॉजिटिव रहने वाली है, और हाइट ऑफ इमेज डिपेंड करता है कि जो इमेज बन रही है वो वर्चुअल है कि रियल है. अगर वर्चुअल इमेज बनती है तो इरेक्ट भी बनेगी, और अगर इरेक्ट बनेगी तो h2 या आप कह सकते हैं हाइट ऑफ द इमेज ये पॉजिटिव होने वाला है. इन दैट केस मैग्निफिकेशन इज पॉजिटिव. If the image formed is real and inverted, in that case height of the image is going to be negative, so magnification is going to be negative. So if m is positive, then image is virtual and direct, and if m is negative, image is real and inverted. Image is formed by a concave lens. If an object is placed anywhere between c and infinity, image is formed between c and f. यानी अगर ऑप्टिकल सेंटर और इन्फिनिटी के बीच में कहीं पर भी हम ऑब्जेक्ट को रखते हैं तो इमेज जो है हमारी ऑप्टिकल सेंटर और प्रिंसिपल फोकस के बीच में बनेगी. इट इज गोइंग टू बी डिमिनिश्ड इमेज, छोटे साइज की. इन कंपैरिजन टू ऑब्जेक्ट द साइज ऑफ इमेज इज गोइंग टू बी स्मॉल एंड वर्चुअल एंड डायरेक्ट, यानी कि सीधी बनेगी और वर्चुअल बनेगी. If an object is kept at infinity, then image will be formed at focus. It is going to be highly diminished and it is going to be virtual and direct. Power of a lens. Power of a lens is inverse of the focal length of a lens in meters. Yani P is equal to 1 by f, and focal length should always be taken in meters. If it is given in centimeters, you will convert that into meters. So if focal length is less, then power is going to be more. And if focal length is more, then power is going to be less. Focal length of a convex lens is positive, so power of a convex lens is positive. Focal length of a concave lens is negative, so power of a concave lens is negative. The unit of power The unit of power of lens is diopter. It is denoted by capital D. Power of the combination of lens. Suppose two lenses are placed in close contact with each other. दो लेंस हैं एक दूसरे से बहुत नजदीक मिला करके एक दूसरे से रखे हुए हैं. So the overall power of the combination is going to be this algebraic sum of the individual powers of each lens. यानी P1 is the power of first lens, P2 is the power of second lens, और इन दोनों lenses को एक दूसरे के साथ कंबाइन करके हमने रख दिया. तो जो कॉम्बिनेशन बना उसकी ओवरऑल पावर कितनी होगी? इट इज गोइंग टू बी द एल्जेब्रिक सम ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल पावर ऑफ ईच लेंस. These are assignment questions. Thank you.